Okay, Arindam has arrived. I'll take attendance. Just let me complete attendance. Then we will proceed for our today's lesson. Adrija is there? Adrija? Aviva, Chandana, Inchara, Kumari, Amruta. Kumari has joined.
Ma'am, present.
Amruta, Namita. Namita is present.
Ma'am, present.
Prakriti.
Ma'am, present.
Prakriti is not there, na? Pradhana, Shreya. Shruti is present. Okay, Shreya.
Ma'am, Pratna is present.
Pradhana is present. Very good, Pradhana. How are you, dear? After so many days.
I'm fine, ma'am.
Now you are in Bangalore or you are somewhere outside the station?
Bangalore only, ma'am.
Bangalore only. Okay, fine. Then Srishti. Srishti has not yet joined.
Present, ma'am.
Where? Srishti.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, good. Srishti. Swati.
Present, ma'am.
Tanisha. Aditya Singh.
Present, ma'am.
Akash Tanwar. Anshit. Asim. Arindam.
Present, ma'am.
Ayush. Hemant. Kavya. Lakshman. Durga Sai Lakshman. Krishnakant. Yeah, Krishnakant is there. Santamilan is there. Mohit Mishra has not joined, no? Nipun. What happened to Nipun? Any idea? Not even one class he attended, no? Tarak.
Present, ma'am.
Pavan Karki. Pulkit.
Present, ma'am.
Praveen Singh Rawat. Praveen. Tejas.
Present, ma'am.
Snehil. Saif.
Present, ma'am.
Yeah, Saif is there. Vaishnav. Yasnitin.
Present, ma'am.
Vaishnav.
Present, ma'am.
Vanshi. Vignesh.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So, from girls side, Adrija has joined. Adrija.
Present, ma'am.
Aviva. Chandana. Yes.
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Inchara, where is she? Okay. Then Amruta, Prakriti, Shreya. Where is Shreya? Shreya is not there. Tanisha, Akash Tanwar. Akash. Tanwar is not yet joined, no? Ayush. Hemant. What about Hemant? Yeah, Hemant arrived.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Kavya. Kavya, but Durga Sai Lakshman. Ayush also joined. Very good. Kavya? Kavya and Durga Sai Lakshman. Mohit Mishra? Nipun Sharma? Pavan Kumar Karki? Praveen Singh Rawat?
Yes, ma'am.
Praveen joined. Okay, very good. Pavan? Pavan. So Pavan has not yet joined. Pavan, Nipun, Mohit. Someone text them. Pavan, Nipun, Mohit, Kavya, Durga Sai Lakshman are yet to join.
Ma'am, Kavya is present.
Kavya is present. Okay. So Durga Sai Lakshman has not yet joined. Yeah. Tanisha from girl side, Amruta and Inchara, 3 girls now. Okay. So we'll proceed. Right? Shall we proceed to our today's session? What were we discussing? In the previous session, what did we discuss? Which topic? Tejas, which topic we were discussing?
I was not there, ma'am.
Sorry?
I was not there, ma'am.
You were not there, dear, but I shared all the even recorded videos also, right? At least you can go through, no? See, I shared in Moodle Cloud, everything I shared there. Okay, children. So those who are even while discussing online virtual classroom like this, no, if you are not able to concentrate, even you can recap by using all the videos. Okay, this recorded, I'm saying recording this session for your benefit and uploading in YouTube, and that link I'm giving in Moodle Cloud. Okay, if you just log in, you will have all the assignments along with the content also. And I hope everyone is completing their classworks and homeworks, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, even if you have not started, you can complete from.
What should we write on classwork?
Yeah, see, whatever we are discussing, that PPT is there, no? And the programs, whatever we are discussing, you can write. Or if you want me to share a PDF, I'll give the PDF so that you can copy into your class.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you wanted PDF? Okay, I'll share.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, today I'll share, and by next Tuesday, I hope everyone will complete. Is it fine? So 1 week time I'm giving, right? Today is 28th. By Friday, next class is Friday, no? So Friday is 1st May. Yeah, by 1st May. Yeah, all those programs which you have written and uploaded, like assignments, those things and all you write in your homework. Okay, whatever the assignments I'm giving through Moodle Cloud, all those things you can copy into your homework. Okay, that's it. Let's proceed to, just let us recap what we discussed in the previous class. What and all we discussed? Kavya, what is a function? Right, we started with functions, isn't it? In the last session, we started with functions. What is a function? It is a code block which performs a certain task, isn't it? Now Shreya also joined, so let me mark her attendance also. Yeah. Okay, so function, and then we have seen which keyword to be used to define a function. Okay, so which keyword we use to define a function? Def is the keyword. And how to write a function? What is the syntax of writing a function? What is the syntax of writing a function? We use the keyword def and then the function name, and then within the parenthesis we will write all the parameters. Clear? And followed by colon, then the block of code which is to be executed when we are doing this function. Okay, children. So, and what else we discussed? What else we discussed in the previous class? We discussed so many things, right? So, anyone?
Ma'am, recursive, non-recursive.
Sorry?
Ma'am, recursive, non-recursive function.
Yeah, recursive and non-recursive functions. Very good, Kumari. So, what else we discussed?
Global and local variables.
Very good. Scope of variables. So, global and local variables. And then, what else? What else we discussed, children? That much only. Global and local variables. Then, how to use the global keyword. When we are using global keyword, what will happen to that external variable and internal variable, isn't it? These are all we discussed in the previous class. Okay, so we'll proceed to some more and we have seen some example programs on the functions also, isn't it? So we have given you some programs, right? Okay, so now let's proceed with the functions topic. Okay, so let's see how to pass arguments and how to return value. Okay, last week we have seen the formal parameters and actual parameters, and then we haven't returned anything, right? So now we will see how to return a value. Okay, children. So now I will share you the screen so that okay, we can continue with that. Are you able to see the screen, children? Children, are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're all there, no? There with me, right? Had you breakfast?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you?
No, ma'am.
Nay. Okay. So 11 o'clock you will have breakfast, no? Because this lockdown period, right? So everybody's time schedules changed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So yeah. Okay. So now what is a parameter or what is an argument? In functions, what is a parameter or what is an argument? Anyone? Tejas? Even if you have not attended the previous class also, as we are revising from 11th standard and proceeding to the other topics, isn't it? So you can tell what is a parameter or what is a argument. Tejas is there. Now 30 people are there. So may know Tejas? Tejas, are you there?
Hello, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm there.
Yeah. What is a parameter or what is an argument? What is a parameter or what is an argument? Just in your opinion. I'm not asking you to tell me correct definition or meaning of the word. Just what do you think of? What is a parameter in terms of functions in Python? What is a parameter or what is an argument? Anyone? Vignesh?
Any measurable factor, ma'am, parameter?
Okay, any measurable factor is a parameter. In which subject?
Any subject, ma'am, what subject?
Yeah, that is in general terms, isn't it? In real world, parameters, characteristics. But here, parameters are arguments. Parameter or the word argument we use vice versa for the same. What is this? This after the function. See, within the definition of the function also. See, sum is the function name. After the function name, within parentheses, we have given x comma y. So here x and y are parameters. Clear? Is it clear to everyone? So x and y are parameters to the function sum. And here you see here also in the here one more line is there, na sum, and then parenthesis. Within the parenthesis x comma y is given. So x and y are the parameters or arguments. Clear? So now you see print r. So what is this r? R is the parameter. Clear, children? So what are the parameters? Parameters are the variables separated by comma. Variables are values separated by comma, specified after the function name within the parenthesis, inside the parenthesis. Clear, children? Did you all understand? So parameter in general terms means see qualities or characteristics of a person or something, right? It's like adverb. But here in Python language, parameters are functions. Any programming language, parameters are functions. Parameters of functions or arguments of a function is after the function name, the value specified separated by comma or the variable separated by comma. Clear, children? So in this case, say result within bracket z is given. So what is this z here? Z is the parameter of the function result. Are you following? So now let's define a function and that returns a value. See, sometimes when you're defining a function, it need not return a value. Directly it can display the value. Okay, so directly you don't want to return that value so that it need not be substituted in any other expression. See, sometimes you wanted to simplify some expression in mathematics also you will do. No? So if you are doing a bigger expression, simplifying a bigger expression, then some part of the expression you will take and simplify, and that result whatever you obtain that can be substituted in that sub part, isn't it? So in such cases, what are you doing? We will be returning the value. Okay, children. So this return value only whatever the task is there within the body of the function, that entire task will be performed, and then only the value will be returned back to the function from where it is invoked. So in this case, in this example, from where the sum is invoked, from the main function. Clear, children? So this main function started from this line. You can see now whichever I highlighted. So x comma y is equal to 4 comma 5. So from this line only main function started. You can see the margin. So according to the margin only we can identify which is the definition and which is the main function. With the help of this indentation only we can identify. See, x comma y started from the leftmost margin, isn't it? So then x comma y, this line is the starting of the main function. Okay, so in this main function, x comma y is equal to 4 comma 5 is mentioned. So what is x value here? 4. What is y value here? 5. So these two values are the actual values given to the function sum when you are invoking the function. So this, from here only execution starts, isn't it? So from where the execution is starting, that is the function call. Or from where it is, from there it is, function is invoked. This much is clear, children? So now from here, thread of control will jump to function definition. See, in this function definition, whatever the value is returned, okay, from this function, some value being returned. That value, after performing the task, one value comes out, that is assigned to another variable. Okay, either you can assign by to capture the value returned from the function, you can assign to another variable, or directly you can put this function, call within print statement also. Is it clear, children? Okay, so when you are writing a function definition, whatever the parameters we use, they are known as formal parameters or formal arguments. Okay, so whatever the values we pass to invoke that function, while calling that function, whatever the parameters we pass, they are the actual arguments or actual parameters. Hope this much is clear, children. So when to use return and when to not to use return. Return is also a keyword. Okay, so when we want to revert back some value after calculation, after evaluation of some task, okay, so we want to revert back that value to the function from where it is invoked. Okay, so then we use the keyword return. When you use the keyword return, that result will be assigned to either a variable or directly it can be called within the print. So this, whatever we write within the print, no, if it is a function call, then the thread of control first evaluates that function call. That means it jumps to the function with these parameter values and then it performs the task. Finally, whatever the value is returned, that value is displayed using this print. Okay, so here, this much is clear, children. What are the formal parameters and actual arguments? Any doubt here? Any doubt here, children? Formal parameters and actual parameters. Okay, if you do not have any doubt, okay, we'll proceed. So this one, see, when you have written this function definition, this is the function prototype. Prototype means, what is prototype? It is not an actual thing, it is a blueprint. See, before you write an examination, you will be taking a blueprint, isn't it? So, or before engineer builds a house, so he will give you blueprint. Blueprint is not the actual image or actual picture of what is the output, isn't it? So this function prototype is how the function is declared, like what is the name of the function, what type of values it will take, and what is its return type. So function prototype, that is known as the function prototype. Clear, children? So function prototype, what is a function prototype? Function prototype is a declaration of function with name, argument and return type. So a formal parameter is a parameter within the function definition, and actual parameter is the argument within the function call. This much is clear, children. These are all you can write in your notes. So these PDFs again I will share with you. So all these things you come copy into your classwork. Okay, what are the programs I'm teaching while teaching whatever I'm explaining, that and all also you can copy into your classwork. But what are the assignments I'm giving through Moodle Cloud, whatever you are doing, that and all you copy into your homework. This much is clear, children. Okay, so now let's proceed to function arguments only. See, function can be called using following types of formal arguments. See, required arguments, that is positional parameter, that is arguments passed in correct positional order. See, for example, if you want to call a function, okay, so when you are calling the function within the brackets you are given name comma age, and when you are defining the function, you have defined name comma age. While calling the function also, you should use first one as the string and second one as the number only, because here you have taken first one string and next one is number. But if you reverse it, what will happen? The first argument will go into the first place only, the second argument will go into the second place only. So that's the reason we have to be very careful. See here, if you have defined a function, okay, with a parameter, and when you are calling the function, if there is no parameter, how does the interpreter will interpret? There is a confusion, isn't it? So it will be searching for a function with at least one parameter. Okay, or it will be, you see, here the thread of control comes to main function, isn't it? So first the r equal to square, this function call is executed. So right side part is evaluated first, then it is placed into the left side r, isn't it? So now see, square within brackets, is there anything, any parameter is there? No parameter. Okay, then is there any function defined without a parameter? Here you see, only the definition is with one parameter. So in this case, what do we get? You will get an error, isn't it? So here that interpreter cannot interpret. You may be thinking that this square function to invoke this square definition, whatever the definition you have written, but it cannot process this. Are you following, children? And see, these are the required arguments are required here. And you see, keyword arguments. See, sometimes name, age when you are given. So here, suppose if we want to give a name value as something and age value as something. Okay, so then if you can call function, okay, if you are calling the function fun, within brackets, if you are writing the value age equal to 15, so name equal to Mohak, then what will happen? Based on the relevant argument. Okay, so in this case, the 15 value is given to age, Mohak is given to given as a value to name. Clear, children? Suppose if you have not given age equal to 15 or name equal to just 15 comma Mohak, then you may face the problem. Clear, children? So here, sometimes you are just using the return, but nothing is returned. This also is allowed in programming. Okay, children? So what are the default arguments? Arguments with the equal to, and see in the function definition itself, okay, if the value is not provided by function call, then default value, whatever is assigned, that will be taken into consideration. But these default arguments should be from the rightmost parameter. Are you following, children? This you be careful. Okay, so default arguments always from the rightmost. Okay, so otherwise what you should do is, what you can do is, you have to give which variable should take which value. Okay, so sometimes we wanted to have different number of arguments. Okay, but the same function to be executed. Okay, so then we have to use different variable length arguments. Okay, let's look at some examples. So what is the default parameter here in this case? X equal to 3 and y equal to 4. Both are default arguments. See, main function started from this program. Okay, from this line r equal to sum. Here, is there any parameter given, children? In the above case, when the parameter is not given, it will be requiring a parameter, requiring an argument. But in this case, it will not ask for any argument. When the value is not provided, when the actual parameters are not passed, then automatically default values are taken into consideration. So when this line is invoked, then sum takes parameters 3 and 4. Are you following, children? Okay, Hemant is there. So in the first line, after this execution of r equal to sum, the second line will print something. What is the value printed in this line? Hemant, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So may I have what is the output here? Whatever I highlighted now. In this case, what do we get as output? Anyone else? Ayush? Ayush? Ayush?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So in this case, in these two lines.
I'm 7.
7. Very good, Hemant. How did you get 7? Here?
3 plus 4.
Very good. So here, even though there is no parameter within this sum, so what will happen? Default parameters. See, default parameters are parameters within the function definition when they are assigned values. Okay. So here, sum has nothing. So automatically x value is taken as 3 and y value is taken as 4. So z is evaluated as 3 plus 4, that is 7. That value is returned. So Z ka value, what is that? 7. 7 is assigned to R. So that 7 is printed. Now, may I ask Krishnakant? Krishnakant is there? Krishnakant Bhushan. Krishnakant is not there. Okay, Vamshi. Vamshi.
I'm 8 है क्या?
Vamshi, unmute her. Okay. So now Vamshi can speak. Vamshi, so this line, what is
Yes, ma'am.
output? These two lines, when they are
I will
executed,
put x value is equal to 4. R will be 8.
very good. So here x value is passed. Okay. So here sum x equal to 4. So x value is changed to whatever the value we are passing, that will be overwriting the default argument. Okay. And y value is 4. So 4 plus 4 how much? 8 we will get. Now in this case, y is equal to 45. So I'll ask someone else, Vignesh.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what do we get in this case, dear?
Ma'am, now why we have put at 45 now, ma'am?
Yes,
So 45 plus 3 is 48.
very good. Got it, children? So here, if you have not
Ma'am,
given,
but we have changed x value as 4 now, ma'am. So the previous value will take 3 or 4 of x.
but here in this case, only y value is passed, no, dear. Right? So y value only
Okay, ma'am.
4.
So x value will be 3 only.
Yeah, this x is the local x of this function definition. Got it? So once the y
Okay,
value is
okay, ma'am.
passed, okay. So then the other parameter is local parameter only is taken into consideration and will be evaluated. Okay, children. So now let's
Thank you,
execute
ma'am.
and see.
Yes.
Shall we execute and see? Let's execute and see in idle. Okay, here the function definition is having z equal to x plus y. One second, children. Okay, children, are you able to see my screen? Sorry for the interruption.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's execute and see. Output using default arguments. 7, 8, 48. Okay, children, is it clear? We got the same message as we wanted? Yes or no? Hello, are you all there with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you able to see? Okay, very
Yes,
good.
ma'am. Everything is good.
Shall we? Default argument, any doubt is there? Children, most of
No,
the
ma'am.
question papers, if you see, many of the question papers have at least one question based on the default arguments. Okay, so this much is clear. Default parameter. Let's proceed for variable length arguments. Okay, so here variable length arguments we use var tuple. Okay, children. So here we are not specifying how many arguments well in advance. We use just star var tuple. So here whatever the name we use, no. So as long as that it is a series of values, right? So here when the function is called with the 3 parameters, so all these 3 values are taken into loop. Okay, var. So first we'll take var 70 and next it will take 60, next it will take 50 and that value is converted into integer and added to sum. Okay, and see in the second line we have passed 2 parameters 4 and 5. So these 4 and 5 are also here number of variables here are 2. In the above case number of variables are 3. Okay, so it can take any number of variables. This is a very good advantage with the Python. In Python this facility is there. Okay, variable length arguments also can be passed to a function by just giving a star in front of it. So let's execute and see. Who is
Ma'am, you are mute now.
So now let's execute and see. Here what is the error? There is some error, right? Function arguments, second program. So what is the error here? What is the syntax error here? Def should be a keyword. After def there should be space. Okay. So here what is the invalid syntax here? Var tuple. Var in. Okay. So now let's execute and see. What children? You got the output?
Ma'am, we are not able to see that.
So what is the output?
No, ma'am.
80 and 9. Okay. So 70 plus 60, how much? 130 plus 50, 180. And then 4 plus 5, how much? 9. Got it? Did you all understand?
हम screen change नहीं हुआ है.
Hello, are you all there with me? Swati, any doubt here, dear?
Ma'am, screen change नहीं हुआ है.
Swati, Shreya,
अबे.
Santa Milan, Pratna. Are you all there?
Yes, ma'am, we can't see it.
Yes, ma'am.
Pulkit? Yes, ma'am. Swati,
Yes, ma'am.
understood? Is there any doubt? Here, variable.
Ma'am,
Variable
ma'am, screen change नहीं हुआ है, ma'am.
just now. Okay, so what are all the different types of arguments we can give to functions? In functions, we can have, see, only whatever required, that much only we will specify. Otherwise, we will give the keyword, that is the argument name, and assign the value. And then we had seen the default arguments,
yes.
and then keyword arguments. Clear, children? Any doubt in this? Okay, we'll proceed to the next slide. So default argument, required arguments. Okay.
Ma'am, screen नहीं दिख रहा है.
See, Python lambda function. Okay. So what is lambda? Lambda function is a small anonymous function which can take any number of arguments but can have only one expression. See, for example, x equal to lambda a comma b colon a star b. So print x with 5 comma 6. So what is the output here? It is anonymous function which can take any number of arguments but can have only one expression. So what are the parameters here? A, B, and that is the expression. So here see x with a 5 and 6. So 5 is A, and then 5 multiplied by 6 is 30, isn't it? So that 30 value is given to x. Clear, children? Are you all following? So here lambda is the function, anonymous function, which can take any number of arguments. Okay, and we can have only one expression. See, now 5 and 6 are the parameters. So 5 is A and 6 is B. And what is the expression that is to be evaluated? A multiplied by B. That value to be given to x. Okay, so 5, 6 are how much? 30. 30 is assigned to x. So x 5, 6 when it is inverse, then what is the value we are getting here? 5, 6, 30. 30 is the output. Is this clear, children? This we haven't discussed in 11th standard. Are you following? Okay, so let's proceed to the next slide. Mutable and immutable properties of data objects with respect to functions. See, everything in Python is an object. Every object in Python can be either mutable or immutable. Isn't it? This we had already discussed in 11th standard as well. Okay, since everything in Python is an object, every variable holds an object instance. So since everything in Python is an object, every variable holds an object instance. So when an object is initiated, it is assigned a unique object ID. Its type is defined at runtime and one's state can never change. See, for example, if x is a variable, that is object instance. Okay, so instance means, children, what is an instance? See, for instance, for example, we will take na. So that is already we have a group of objects that exhibit similar characteristics and behavior. Are you following, children? So for example, group of students. So students is a class. In that class, every student has a roll number, name, and some certain characteristics, isn't it? So all students except it say, like, all the computer science students, if you take, so they have English, maths, physics, chemistry, computer science, common subjects. And for everybody, for physics 70 marks only, for chemistry 70 marks only, maximum marks. Like that, some properties are there, isn't it? So if you take group of vehicles, so cars, bikes, all these are group of vehicles. In the same manner, so one car if you are taking, one item if you are taking, that is an instance of that class. Okay, so every object, every variable in Python is an object instance. When an object is initiated, okay, it is assigned a unique object. Okay, when object is initiated, it is assigned a unique object ID. Its type is defined at runtime and one set can never change. However, its state can be changed if it is mutable. Okay, we have discussed mutable and immutable different groups. No? What are the different types we discussed previously? List, tuple. So list is mutable, whereas tuple is immutable, isn't it? So mutable means we have the ability to mute. Mute means mute and unmute. So that is, we are able to change it. So we can change the state. Okay. Mutable object can be changed after it is created, but immutable object cannot be changed. See, mutable, what are the mutable objects we have seen in the 11th standard? List, dict, set, byte, array. Okay, so list we have seen, dictionaries we have seen, and sets just we have taken the examples. Then byte, array. Okay, what are the immutable objects in Python? So int, float, complex, string, tuple, frozen. Okay, children. So these are all immutable objects. So what are the immutable objects in Python? Int, float, complex, string, tuple. Okay, these are all immutable. Now, see, when you are passing objects to functions, okay, so there are these properties, how immutable and immutable properties will affect with respect to functions. See, when a object is passed, it can be passed by reference or it can be passed by value. So when a value is passed, only that value is taken into consideration and it will not change the original variables, original reference. Clear, children? So, but when it is passed by reference, okay, when it is passed by reference, then whatever changes been done in the function definition, okay, so these changes reflect back to the original object instance. Are you following, children? See, when you are passing by reference, see, for example, if you have taken a library book, okay, reference book, suppose suppose Adrija has taken that book. Clear, children? So if Adrija has taken the book, and she has done some scratching in the book, like some underlining and somewhere she has made some notes. Okay, after that Adrija has returned back to library. And the same reference book is accessed by suppose Snehil. Okay. So now when Snehil was reading that book, what are the changes done by Adrija? Are they available or not? Are they available or not? Santamilan? See, if Adrija has taken a reference book from library and whatever the changes she has done, after she returned back to library, okay, if the same book is accessed by Snehil, whatever Adrija has written, can he see or not? Santamilan is there. What happened, Santamilan?
Yes, ma'am. They have changes in the book.
I'm not able to hear you. Shreya? See,
Ma'am.
I have a simple question. See, once the library book, reference book is taken by Adrija, okay, she has, while reading that book, no, she has made some underlining or something and all she has done, and she has made some stars somewhere. She has marked somewhere. She has written some more statements in addition to whatever are there. Okay, so now when the book is taken by Snehal, can he see whatever Adrija has written?
Yes, ma'am.
Shreya, are you there, children?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am, we are here.
Yes, ma Swati?
Ma'am, there will be changes, ma'am, because he's taking the same book that Adrija used.
Swati?
Ma'am,
What
I
happened to
told ma'am.
60? Okay, Swati, are you following? What is my question? See, if any reference book, any book from library was
Ma'am,
taken,
yes, ma'am, there will
by
be changes,
someone
ma'am.
like Adrija, for instance, okay. So if Adrija has made some remarks in that book, after she returned the book to library, okay, suppose Swati has picked up the same book. Can you see whatever the changes, whatever the writings being done by Adrija, are they visible to you or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Swati,
Ma'am,
I'm not able to hear, children. Are you all there? Okay, okay. Anyway, let me explain. See, that is what those changes will be there for everyone, whoever refers to the same thing. The same thing happens here, that is passed by reference. See, for example, in this case, n is a list. Okay, this list is having values 50 and 60. And then this n is passed to the function. Okay, id of n is list, right? So now, a update list is called with the parameter n. That is, this n is passed to the function update list, and here the actual parameter is n, formal parameter is list1. Okay, so now if you are printing the list1 id, the same thing whatever id you have for n, that only will be printed. Now list1 is added with 10. Okay, list1 has one more element now. So now what is the id here? The same thing. Now after coming back n, what do we get here? Whatever is being available in list1, the same thing will be there with n. Clear, children? Okay, if you are passing the single entities, single variables like integers, floating point values, the case is different. But here in the case of mutable, okay, so they are passed by reference. Okay, children? Clear? So now when the list is updated, see 50, 60, 10 will be displayed even from the main function. In the main function, main actual parameter is n. N is initially having values only 50 and 60. But after it is passed to the function, okay, so it is taken a reference of it. That means, see, once Adrija has taken and then she labeled it as a different name. And once she has returned it back, or once she has come back to the, once that same book has come back to the original place. But whatever changes are done to that with a different label also, to the same book only, right? So they will be there. This is known as pass by reference. And then there is another concept, that is pass by value. Okay, so when a value is passed, see, pass by value. So this value is passed. Then whatever the value is passed, it is copied, like made a copy, copied to n. So whatever changes are done to n, they are not reflected back to B. Got it, children? See, for example, if you have taken any Xerox copy of the book, original book, and if you have done some changes in the Xerox copy, those changes, are they reflected back to the original copy? No. So that concept is known as pass by value. Is it clear, children? Okay. So pass by reference is the original, whatever the mutable item is there, that same thing is referred with another name. But in the pass by value, a copy of that value will go into the actual parameter. Is it clear, children? So in this two cases, pass by value and pass by reference. This much is clear to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
May I have your attention? No one is audible to me.
मैम को सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है.
Hello.
Okay, children. So now let's proceed to pass arrays or list to a function. So what is an array? Array is collection of homogeneous data. That is same type of data. Okay, they are arranged in contiguous memory locations. Okay, contiguous memory locations. See, so in C, C++, JavaScript and all, we have arrays. Okay, so in Python, they are not a common, but about Python arrays, no. So they are not same as a C, C++, JavaScript arrays. They are list only in Python. So array of numeric values are supported in Python by the array module, but combination of them are provided are supported by list. Okay. So now let's do something using the definitions. Okay. So when you are passing arrays, see here, do something using the array. So this array is passed, that is one list is passed. Array also uses the square brackets. Okay, so this list is passed. When this list is passed, okay, that list is now passed to the formal parameter, the list. Right? So now the list is referring to 1, 2, 3. So for each element in the list, okay, if you are printing the elements, what is the first element? 1. So 1 is displayed. What is the second element? 2. 2 is displayed. What is the third element? 3. 3 is displayed. After this completion of the task, this definition, body of the definition is over. Now we'll come back to main function. A list equal to now red, green, blue. Okay. So again I am calling, do something, a list. Now a list is referred by the they list. Now element in the they list. What is the they list? Red, green, blue only now. Right? So what is the element here? Red. What is the next element? Green. What is the next element? Blue. Okay. So as list is mutable data type, so it will treat this entire passing as pass by reference. Clear, children? Is it clear? So this is executed by using the concept pass by reference. Next, when you are passing a string to a function, see, strings also can be passed as an argument to function. Okay, but it is passed by value. Following, children. So string is passed by value. It can be, see, for example, if you take this example. So R is equal to Mohan. See, welcome R. Then what happens? Mohan is copied to title. Okay, so now hello plus Mohan. That will be title. Once I complete the task, here I am not printing anything. Okay, so in the definition of the welcome, I am not printing anything. Once I come back to the main function, if I display print R, So now R is what? Mohan only. Why? It is passed by value. So whatever the changes that are done to title will not be reflected back to R. Clear, children? So will not be reflected back to the actual parameter. This concept is passed by value. So in the pass by value, whatever the changes we do to the local variable are not reflected back to the actual argument. Clear, children? See now how to pass a tuple to function. Alright. So when you are passing tuple to a function, it is mutable or immutable? As we discussed in the previous classes, tuple is immutable. Clear? So as it is the immutable data type, okay. So when you are in a function call, we have to explicitly define or pass the tuple. It is not required to specify the data type as tuple is formal argument. See, for example, R is equal to, when we are using parenthesis, then it is a tuple. So 3, 1. So now when I am calling the function, R is passed. Again, R should not be within the parenthesis. Okay. So now these R values are copied to my tuple. So first comma second equal to my tuple. If first is greater than second, return first, else return second. Okay. So this is the coding. Now what is the first here? First in this case is 3. What is the second here? Second in this case is 1. So 3 greater than 1. First, then which value is returned? 3 is returned. So the 3 is returned. That returned value is captured in M. Okay. So now when you are displaying M, what is the value you will be displaying? 3. Did you understand? Did you all understand, children? Is it clear to everyone? See, when you are returning, that return value is captured. Okay. But when you are passing, so there are pass by reference and pass by value. Two techniques are there. So here in this case, value only is passed, not the reference. So whatever the changes made to my tuple will not reflect back to R, but whatever the value obtained after evaluation of this, that value is displayed. Clear, children? So this much is clear. Any doubt here? See, how to pass a dictionary to a function. How do you pass? See, in Python, everything is an object. So dictionary can be passed on as argument to function like other variables are passed. But when you are retrieving the dictionary values, so for key we use key in dictionary. So key we use to retrieve the values. Okay, children. So here, see, my dictionary is key value pairs to be defined dictionary separated by comma within curly braces. Right? So when the function is called with my dict, so here D is okay. So now D is my dict. So key in D. What is the key here? A. So first key is A. And what is the value? D. That value, how do we get? Dictionary name within the subscript or within the square brackets, we use the key. Right. So what is the corresponding value of A here? 1. So key is A, value 1. Then for loop is continued. Next key is taken into consideration. What is the next key? B. What is the corresponding value? 2. So you can see the output key colon. What is the key here? B. And value colon. What is the value of B? 2. Okay. So next key is, next for loop is continued. Key value is now C. So now key colon is displayed. Then C. Then value colon is displayed because it is inverted within the inverted commas. Then what is the value of that key? Value of key C is 3. Clear, children? So this way it is displaying. Okay. So here we are calling mathematical functions. We use the libraries. Okay, children. So which library we use for mathematical functions like POW, exponent, to calculate exponent, or sine, cos, square root. These are all we have done, no? Using math module. Okay, so which library we use? Math module. Mathematical functions under math module. So for including math module to your program, to our program. So first and foremost line we should write is, what should we write? Import math. And then R equal to, so when you are invoking the function, so within this math module, there is a definition defined, that is SQRT, which will take a number as parameter. So math dot square root is evaluated. Okay, the square root function of the math module is evaluated and the result obtained is captured into R, and then we are displaying the value. Clear, children? So if you want to make your own, see all the mathematical functions, let us just have a glance. And then if we want to define our own module, our own module, and then we have to invoke those module functions in the different file. How do we do that? That also I'll teach you now. Okay, I'll explain you. Just before going for that, let us just have a glance of all the functions defined in math module. Clear, children? So function is not a module. Okay. So module is a separate file. Okay. So now that also I will show you. See, ceil function is to find the smallest integer greater than or equal to n. See, 4.2 is the greater than 4.2. What is the integer equal? Integer 5, isn't it? So that is the ceil, factorial of n, which will return factorial. Okay, floor of n. Floor is the largest integer less than that. Okay, so F mod, it gives the reminder when n is c, when a floating point number is divided by another number. Okay, exp gives the exponent. Log 2 is logarithm base 2. Log 10 is logarithm base n. POW is n raised to the power y. Square root of n. Cos is cosine of n. Sin is sine of n. Tan is tangent of n. Pi is pi value. E is mathematical constant E. Clear, children? So these are all the values you can use in your, if you are writing a program based on your mathematical expressions, then you can use these math module functions. Okay, and now we have another library, that is another module, string, for string functions. See, these are available in Python standard module only. Okay, these are always available to use. Okay, so what are all the functions? Let's see the functions. Capitalize. What does it do? It will capitalize all the characters in the. Now it will convert the first character in the string to uppercase. Capitalize will do first character to uppercase. See here, I love programming. So then when you pass this to capitalize function, see these are the functions within the module. Got it, children? So previously what have we done? We have learned to pass the value. Passing value is after the parenthesis. But if you are calling the function of a module, so the string is the module. Okay, so within the string module, right? So with that object dot capitalize. Are you following, children? When to use dot and when to use? See, math dot. Math is the module. Within that module, if you want to call the function sqrt, okay, and the parameter is for which value. But here, see, S is the string module, okay, string functions which are available in standard module itself. So directly with the string variable, we use dot operator and we call the function. Okay, so now see what are all the other functions that we can use from the standard library on strings. Okay, so capitalize converts the first character, case fold converts string into lowercase, center converts center, returns a centered string, count returns number of times a specified value occurs in a string, encode version of the string, okay, ends with, so with a specified value, whether it is ending with that specified value, true or false. Find It will search for the specified value, returns the position of where it was found, first position, second position, okay, like that. Format, see, you people were using without knowing what is format, right? Format specified values in a string. Format specified values in a string. So whatever the percentage d, whatever you have used, so in this format, which variable, okay, that format is used. Okay, index will give you, searches the string for a specified value and returns the position where it was found. Then is alnum, is it an alphanumeric character? It will check for the characters whether they are alphanumeric. If they are alphanumeric, like even if they are enclosed in inverted commas, but they are numerical values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 0 to 9, any symbol is there. So then it is alphanumeric. So it will return alpha is alnum true if you find such values. Is alpha is true if it is an alphabet. Is decimal, so 0 to 9. Okay, is digit. Okay, the character in the strings are digits. Okay, is identifier. So it returns true if the string is an identifier. Is lower, is a lowercase or not. Is numeric. So characters in the string are numeric values. Is printable. Okay, if the characters are printable. Say for example, space, enter, these are not printable, right? So okay, is printable. Is space. How many spaces in a given program, given file if you want to check. So is space can be used. Is title. So returns true if the characters in the string are all uppercase. So like title rules. Okay, is upper returns true if it is in the uppercase. Join joins the elements of an iterable to the end of a string. Okay, so some more elements if you want to add or append at the end, join can be used. Okay, just left justification, right justification. L just for right justification, left justification, R just for right justification. That is alignment. Okay, so then lower converts a string into lowercase. L strip, left trim version of the string. And partition is to returns a tuple. It is parted into 3 parts. Okay, if a string, when the string is parted into 3 parts. Okay, replace. So if you want to replace a specified portion of the string with a specified value, you can use replace. Split, you want to divide the entire string with a separator. Okay, you can split lines. So all the paragraph is there. This entire paragraph is one string only. Maybe it is multi-line string kind of. Okay, if you want to split into multiple lines, then split lines. Okay, all these functions we'll be using in the chapter file handling. Children, so be thorough with all these functions. Starts with, whether it starts with a given character, so then it returns the true value. Swap case. So swap case is, if it is lowercase, it will be turned into uppercase. If it is uppercase, it will be turned into lowercase. Title. So each word is initialized with a capital letter. Translate, translated string. Okay, upper is converts the string, entire string into uppercase. So uppercase, title case, you can see in a children even in Word document. So uppercase is a string is converted into uppercase. Title case is every word first letter is converted into capital letter. Z fill. It will fill with the number of zero values at the beginning. So how many spaces you left or how many number of zeros you want at the beginning. So that can be done with the help of Z fill. Is it clear, children? So here in this topic, any doubts are there? Okay, before we proceed, I will show you, before I conclude today's lesson, I will show you how to create a module. Okay, children? Are you there with me? Yeah. So let's go to idle. Okay. So let me start another function. Yeah. Are you able to see my screen, children? Idle? Yes, here. Okay, new file. So here we wanted to, what do you want to do here? What are we doing here, children? We want to do. Yeah, let me once again I'll share. Wait, it is not taking whatever I shared. So let me share with you.
It came out or not?
Okay, children. So with this, I will see after sharing how to prepare a module, I will conclude. Okay. So, oh yeah. Let me switch our other screens. Are you able to see my screen, children? File. Okay, let me show you. Here, this is my module. Okay, definition, function 1. I'm writing. Okay, then here, so just print fun 1. Then similarly, I'm writing one more definition. This is function 2. And then one function 3. Are you following, children? So function 2, this is function 3. Here function 2, here function 3. Okay.
Ma'am, screen
So
not
now
visible.
this I am saving. This is saved. Saved as my module. Okay. So now, so here I am just calling import my module. Okay. So now my module dot fun1. Got it, children? Are you following? So here what happened? We have just created all the definitions in one file that became a module, and that module wherever you want. See, for example, if you want to create one more file. Okay, in this file, if you want to, call the function 1 or function 2. Okay, so what should I do? What is the file name you have created? My module. My module is the file name. Don't give .py. Okay, children. So my module, and then which function you want to invoke? Fun2. Okay, so then call my module dot fun2 and execute. Okay, function call. Got the output? So here the second function, whatever we defined, the same thing only has come. Are you able to see, children? Is it clear how to create a module? Okay, children. So now you will be given assignments based on these topics, whatever we discussed up to functions 2. And children, so practice well and prepare well for your benefit only. It is nothing to worry about examinations or this thing or that thing. Okay, so if you learn, it is a good thing in your life also. You will be settling well. Wishing you all the best. Now it is 10:56. Any doubts we will discuss now. Any doubts, children? Do you have any doubts?
Pass by reference.
If you do not have any doubts, okay, we will conclude here. Have a good day. Complete all your assignments.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, children, any doubts?
Bye.
Yes. Pulkit,
Out.
yeah, Vignesh, Vamshi, Vaishnav Menon, Krishnakant, any doubt? Okay, so whatever
ma'am.
we discussed, that PDF I'll
No,
be
ma'am.
sharing with you. You complete your classwork as well as your homework. Okay, children, anything you want to share? Yeah, Kumari, are you there? So when
Yes,
defining
ma'am.
a function, when do we use the return, isn't it? So whenever after calculate, generally when you want to calculate something and that calculation result, if you want to take it in another expression, in such cases we go for return. Return that value. Don't do anything there. Say for example, so I am not authorized to do something like my administrator. So whatever I do, I have to submit to administrator, right? And from there it will be like, processed or to be given to you people or something like that. Got it? So sometimes I'll directly see, because if it is computer science related, so I directly distribute my knowledge to you people. But if something is not within my, I have to do that part of work and submit to for further completion. In such cases, return we will use. For example, calculation of factorial, calculation of, see that factorial will be used in your NPR, NCR calculations. Okay, children. So in an NPR calculation, you will be substituting the value obtained from factorial. So in that case, define a factorial function separately. And when you are calculating permutations and combinations, for that NPR calculation, you define a separate function. In this, you can call the factorial, which will return a value. Is it clear, Kumari?
Ma'am, what if we use print instead of
Okay. Anything else? Any other? So any other doubts, children? See, whatever doubts you are posting in chat
ma'am, what
also,
if we use print?
that's also fine. Yeah.
Ma'am, what if we use print instead of return?
Okay, children. Okay, see you then. Take care. Okay, good day. If we are using print instead of return, yeah, Kumari is asking. So if you use print instead of return, if you use print, the result will be displayed then and there, but that result is not substituted in another expression. Okay, when we have mathematical calculations kind of. So what do we want? We want that result to not to be concluded there, but we wanted to further process it. In that case, we will return the value from the subfunction, and we will do it in the main expression. Is it clear, children? Any other doubts?
No, ma'am.